What's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel. I am super happy to see you here today. In today's video, I am going to break down the Showdown Season 2 and give you my final review. As we all know, it's basically going to end next week, and it's the start of summer break, July 27th, I believe. So, with that being said, I want to go over everything that they gave us, kind of give you my thoughts on it. And in this review, I'm going to rate it by saying it's a hit, a miss, or a meh. A hit meaning it was great, obviously. A miss meaning it was shite, obviously. And a meh meaning it wasn't great, but it wasn't shite. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, be sure to subscribe because I'm going to cover everything that they drop the second it drops in that summer break. So you know I'm going to cover it. You know I'm going to have your back. You know you're going to be informed when you subscribe to me. And you're going to have a good time. But with that being said, man, let me quit yapping and let's get into the video, starting off with this. So the big enchilada that they added for the Showdown season is obviously the Showdown mode. It was the main focal point. It was the big seller on the whole season. And in my opinion, it was fun the first couple of times. I enjoyed it, but it just kind of felt out of place. And then I never really played it anymore unless there was like a weekly challenge where you had to do something within the Showdown mode to unlock the rewards or whatever. So that was the only times that I really played it. And like I said, it was fun, but it just kind of felt out of place in this game, you know what I mean? Like it belonged in a different game. I see what they were doing. I know this was the main focal point, but it was a meh. Now, the game-changing thing that they did add was manuals, wheelies, and stoppies, man. This alone could make my review a hit because this was game-changing in my opinion. It added a whole new level of technicality and difficulty. It makes everything so much better. Like, oh, it makes me want to get clips and stuff, and I never used to want to do that in here. But yeah, it's huge, man. It's huge. Next, they added 10 elite level gear. I only own the slopestyle bike. This is the new one that they added. But I believe there's 2 for each career because there's 5 careers. So I believe that there's 2 elite level gears that they added, new ones. But I haven't gotten any of them, honestly. And then they added this thing, whatever the hell this thing is. Now, comparing this to the freestyle snowmobile and the jumbo bike, it is laughable. This is my first time, this clip that you're watching, dude, this is the first time me riding it in free roam. Like, why would you ever ride this in free roam? I've seen some pretty cool clips with it, honestly, but it's a huge miss on the toy, man. And next, I kind of want to go over the season progression, the battle pass type thing, if you will. And it was alright, you know, we had some cool stuff. The red skier, kind of my favorite thing from there just because of the hoodie alone. The board is nice. Oh, the pirate bike is pretty cool if you're a butt pirate. And yeah, that's kind of it, man. Nothing really too exciting. Nothing that I wrote a letter about and sent it to everybody that I knew, you know. So it was alright. It was alright. It wasn't too good. Another thing that they brought this season was the new mass racetrack, which is incredible. They really nailed it. Knocked it out of the park, man. I can't speak highly enough about that because this was incredible and I loved it, man. I love playing it, and I haven't gotten it since I played it, but I'm sure it's in rotation. I just don't do mass races that often, honestly. But this was a huge improvement as well, man. I'm looking forward to see them do more of these because this really did change the game in a sense that it made me want to play mass races. So yeah, they also had that little rabbit week. Rabbit week. The freaking rabbits, I had a bunch of rabies, man. They were crapping all over the Republic. You guys remember that? They had like a weekly event thing and they had a lot of cool rewards. Like they had a full outfit, they had the bunny head, they had a new bike. I thought that was really cool and it was like something to do, you know. I think if they had little events like that every week or at least more often, I think that would have made this season better as well. You know what I mean? With all that being said, I kind of want to give my final thoughts and opinions and give my final verdict here. Now let me compare this to Season 1 real quick, where we got the Jumbo Bike, which had 10 events for the Jumbo Bike. We had the Freestyle Snowmobile drop midway through, which had 10 events for the Snowmobile as well. And then we had the Prada contract, we had the Prada event. You know, so I just feel like compared to Season 1, it was lackluster as far as content, as far as things that we got, because we only had the Showdown mode, which was very dry after the first couple of times, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's the same exact thing like the trick battles. It's just so repetitive, and it's so boring after a while, you know what I mean? Now, the most amazing thing with this season was the manuals and stoppies and the session markers. You know, that alone almost made me, it almost swayed my opinion to give this season a hit, a 10 out of 10 hit. But I just can't, knowing all the other stuff, you know what I mean? The weeks where we went and it was just boring, it was dry, there was nothing to do for weeks, you know? So with that being said, I'm going to rate this season a big fat meh. It wasn't great by any means, man, but it wasn't complete shite, you know? It wasn't that shite that you step on, like dog shit in your yard that you step on when you're leaving the house for work or when you're leaving to school or something and you gotta spray it real fast with the hose. It wasn't like that, you know? It was good. There was a lot of good things that came from this season that changed the game. Like I said, manuals were game changers, man. I don't care if they added nothing else. That alone was a game-changing mechanic, you know what I mean? But it just wasn't enough for me to give this season a hit. But I am excited to see what they drop in the summer break, man. I know leaderboards are coming. I don't know what else is coming. They're probably going to give us another toy, which is going to be the Juggernaut, which is useless. But we'll see what else they give us, man. I am super hyped for it, and you know I'm going to cover everything the second it drops, so be sure to subscribe like I mentioned in the beginning. But yeah, man, I am grateful for you for checking out this video. Thank you so much, and I will smell you in the next one, and you'll smell me for sure. Peace out.